What is up, everybody? Yesterday we received the Tidal Basin update, which gave us a lot of new content, but it also gave us two new exotic weapons, the Nemesis sniper rifle and the Pestilence LMG. Today I'm going to give you guys my review of the Pestilence. I won't lie, when I saw this gun in the Tidal Basin trailer, I lost my shit. I loved the idea of an exotic LMG because at the moment I was working on a dedicated tank build for the upcoming raid, and a good LMG would fit perfectly in this build. Unfortunately, this LMG will not be used in my tank build because the Pestilence is complete trash in my opinion. But before I get into that, let's talk about how you can get this LMG. When it first dropped, people were saying you could get it from any named outcast boss. Then that changed and people started to say that it only dropped in the occupied DZ. So I went there and farmed for 3 hours and got nothing. Then today I decided to do some PvP in the normalized DZ. I attacked a few players at a challenge difficulty landmark owned by the True Sons. After killing all of the players in the area, I decided to kill the last boss and he dropped the Pestilence.
Ringo!
So I'm assuming this will drop in the normalized DZ from any named boss, but honestly I can't pinpoint where exactly you can get this thing. Anyways, we extracted it and then rushed to a checkpoint to check it out. I was really disappointed when I took a look at the stats on this thing. With PvP normalized stats, it had a base damage of 1.7 thousand with a 550 RPM and a mag size of 100. 1.7k damage is fucked. I could swing my dick at a named boss and hit harder than 1.7k. Like every exotic, it came with 3 fixed talents unique to this weapon. The first one is called Plague of the Outcasts. After hitting the same enemy 20 times, that enemy is inflicted with Plague of the Outcasts. Whenever an enemy with Plague of the Outcasts is killed, they leave a toxic cloud for 10 seconds that deals 200% weapon damage per second to anyone inside, and inflicts them with Pestilence. Talent number 2 is called Pestilence. This debuff reduces healing received by 50% for 10 seconds. Whenever an enemy with Pestilence would be downed, they are instead instantly killed. The debuff is removed if the enemy is repaired to full armor. And the third talent was a holstered talent called Outcast Resilience. When holstered, gain 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds when you are affected by blind, bleed, or burning. So basically that means you need to land 20 shots on a target with this LMG to give the target a debuff. Once the debuff is applied to the target, you can kill the target to make it explode into a cloud of gas. Then every enemy that touches that cloud of gas will receive a damage over time effect, which will hit them for 200% of the weapon's damage per second that they remain in the cloud. Being in the cloud also gives the player another debuff called Pestilence, which reduces their healing by 50%, and if the enemy goes down they are instantly dead and cannot crawl away to be revived. The Pestilence debuff does nothing to enemy NPCs as they die instantly anyways. Yeah, the 50% heal reduction might be helpful for difficult self-healing NPCs, but I wouldn't bring this thing out in a PvE boss fight. So I decided to test this bad bitch out at the shooting range. Now I'm aware I don't have a solid dedicated LMG build, but on a normal target I could not break 100,000 damage per second with this LMG. I'd hit for about 4,800-ish per bullet, and then I realized that I was using this weapon the wrong way. Sure, on a target the bullet damage was about 4,800, but when you melee, you hit for like 50k. I was using the wrong end of the weapon the whole fucking time. Then I hopped into conflict hoping this thing would shine there, but it did not. I could not win a 1v1 with this thing. I'd get halfway through someone's armor before they could kill me, and then I found someone very new to PvP and made my move. I hit him 20 times with the Pestilence. The cloud went off on top of 2 other players, but the cloud hit them for 2100 damage per tick. And of course, players aren't stupid. They saw the cloud and rolled out of it like anyone with a brain would do. It's not like that mattered at all though. At 2100 damage per tick, they could have directly inhaled the entire cloud and still had full health. Long story short, I do not like this gun. I feel like it needs to be reworked before it can be used in any sort of build. Sure, it looks cool, but that isn't enough to use it, which means there's only one thing we can do with this gun.